And one of the things that the Smash 4 players do that Ultimate players don't do as well is they beat your ass off stage. And with Sonic's 5-year active long back air, that could be a big problem if Wrath is able to get those hits early and force Raaru off stage. So here we go. Game 1, lose top 24. Raru and Wrath, let's get it.
Wrath taking his sweet old time trying to find that opening. Raru, I like the down B, using that tangibility to kind of alleviate a bit of that pressure that Wrath was putting on him. But at the end of the day, Sonic, fastest thing in the universe, going to be difficult to kind of just pin him down. But seems like actually Raru's not having too much difficulty. 60%, doing a great job at the moment, apparently. Wrath not really having an answer.
Yeah, something that Raru does, and a lot of the best Luigis do, is kind of use that plungers to keep on buying space, and it forces you to commit to something in a big way. But there we go. This is what I was talking about earlier. Beating that ass off stage. Open the misfire. You are, someone get this guy. Someone get this guy.
House always wins.
Yeah, someone get this guy to a poker table immediately. Immediately. Okay.
The thought crossed my mind. I was like, he could misfire. I was like, come on, what are the chances of that happening?
Not only that happening, but the worst possible time. If that was a misfire below stage, that was an easy tech and just still a punish. You're only dying if you get misfired right there and get sent coast to coast. Unfortunate stuff for Wrath, and that puts more of the onus on him to approach.
It does. Also, do you start second guessing yourself now? Are you like, do I go over the edge guard? What if he gets a misfire? It's just so many things that go through your mind. But you still have to try to stay confident and do, quote-unquote, the right option. Or maybe you go for a spring next time. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the way I always put it is save the second guessing for game 2 or 3, okay? In game 1, you got to see your game plan, execute it to its fruition, and kind of see how well you can keep up with it, okay? But Wrath, a bit of the tech again, using the homing attack, but Raru, proper air dodge to the ledge. Only because Wrath got in position. It was a really smart thing to do, because I don't know if there's a way that Wrath could have covered it preemptively there.
Trying to get off the ledge. Oh! Raru's correct on the turnaround, just a hair too slow. Wrath managed to get on stage, but doesn't change the fact that Wrath is trailing by so much and got there in time. Raru thinking that Wrath was going to actually reach first time. Not sure if Wrath couldn't or if that was intentional.
I think that was a bait. I do think that was a bait, but I do know that was a confirm. I've seen enough Luigi to know that much.
Seen that a couple times.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it. That patience being displayed. But the patience when you're close enough to make someone press your button, that's no longer patience, that's pressure. Exactly. And Raru's falling for it, definitely cracking a bit. Wrath is trailing, but just slowly closing this gap.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, so Wrath is kind of running away from these fireballs, making sure you're not getting tagged by a plunger and just avoiding the grab at all costs. You can't afford to get grabbed at any percent, let alone when you're like sub, 20%. All right, Wrath, we out of there. Managed to shield through the plunger right there. And once the plunger kind of gets gotten through, we're seeing a lot of dash attacks there from Raru because even at a low percentage, it has a high base knockback to kind of force your way and kind of reset the situation, especially when Raru has a lead.
Yeah. The case, are we doing it? We are. Okay, he's fishing for this misfire. Oh, not there in time. I spoke too soon, baited out the air dodge, not even get the hit.
Yep.
But doesn't, okay.
Yeah, you're still done.
Yeah,
you're still done.
I don't know why for a second I was like, plot armor? Maybe? Naruto?
But Ultimate is kind of a great equalizer because that kind of ledge stick animation is RNG. Sometimes you just kind of skirt the ledge, sometimes you get stuck, and you're in that lag for like 5 years. So yeah, Wrath able to recognize the situation, get the pickup, and bring us to a last stock situation. But Raru looking to close it out with a sweet spot back air. Here comes the ledge trap. The plunger's going to be out. The down tilt's going to be out. But the grab, we got to confirm here, the back air, even with good DI away, Wrath is going to be sent to the other side of the blast zone, coast to coast. And now back to the ropes. You're in the corner. How do you get out? In a stunning fashion is how you get out. 165%. Wrath still holding on to it.
I mean, look. It's really difficult right now to still play this like you can win, but Wrath has done it before. Wrath not cracking by any means. Taking that time, has 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play with. Does get a hit, though. Remember, you get Luigi off stage. You might get that edge guard. You can change your fate for game number 1.
Exactly. It just takes one good off-stage interaction. But unfortunate stuff for Wrath. There was no way with the side beat to kind of stall out any longer than that if you want to survive. You either had to let it rip and hope for the best, hope for the clank, or just SD, because if you went any lower, you were done. Excellent call right there from Raru, recognizing you know, or actually even calling out, because it's almost imperceptible whether it's down B or side B. So recognizing that, okay, there's only so many options you can do here. You're going to want to get back on stage. Let me just hit this and see what we do. Worst case scenario, get a reset on the ledge trap. So
yeah.
Raaru showing why he's one of the best in the world, taking game number 1.
Very intelligent there. What do you think would have happened if that misfire on the first stock never occurred?
Oh, that's a tough one to answer. Because, I mean, Luigi's always just tough to kind of pin down because the comeback factor is always there, right? But on the other hand, the way that Wrath was playing was so clean, I think that could have been an entirely different story.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. You know, Wrath was commanding the pace of everything at that point. So, look, maybe in this timeline, the RNG gods are not with Raaru. And hopefully Wrath does not change the game plan and doesn't let that misfire really affect his decision-making.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, yeah, Raaru, like one of the best players in the world, managing to get 12th on the most recent rankings. Oh, but Wrath saying, okay, I don't care what rank you are, you're going to have to work for this one, as Raaru gets that down B off the confirm on the down air, or down throw, and is able to take that stop.
Making it look easy, Luigi doing Luigi things. There's an air dodge, but Wrath not ready to punish it. Missed a grab there, really unfortunate stuff, and just Raaru, every time Raaru's feet are on the ground, Wrath is taking damage. Got to change up that game plan. Maybe just did it. Punish the air dodge. No misfire there. Got that homing attack. Rinse, repeat. Forward air, back out. You have almost no more resources. No way you're making it back.
And I don't know if you can hear in the crowd mics over there, but I'm pretty sure Light just beat T. Yeah, people are popping off in a big way. Yeah, we'll get the confirmation on that in a bit. But in the meantime, between time, we still got another set to call right here. And Raaru with another big misfire in a big way, because you know Wrath was teeing up for that back air.
Yes. But this time, misfire did not take the stock. Really fortunate stuff for Wrath. Pretty even at the moment. And Wrath, you know, was kind of making a comeback last game. What can you do while it's even? Ooh. You can punish the Twister. Do that Cyclone, do it at the wrong time. That stock is gone.
Yep.
Spring is going to hit. Goodbye, my friend.
Another clean one right there from Wrath. Sitting that spring down there, non-committal option. I just know that's going to threaten your space. And if you get tagged, you're going to be done. Luigi's recovery is not that strong if you let him get those side, or if you don't let him get those side Bs off, you know? Only has one direction you can go, and that's up.
We're down if Wrath has anything to say about it. Man, Wrath, a little bit of an input error right there. Got to imagine. Not what you want to do. Unforced errors suck. However, you're still up 42%, still in a great position. You just got to make sure you don't get grabbed. You do not let Raaru grab you and give you one of those beautiful conversions where you're taking 40, 50, 60%, or the worst case scenario, you're losing that stock.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's only been one grab that actually led to anything so far in this game number 2, or in game number 1, this whole set entirely. But there's some characters you just cannot SD against. You know, you got Luigi, you got Kazuya, you got Wario. You cannot give them anything for free because the comeback factor is just too explosive.
Could not agree with you more, J-Dog.
Yeah,
that was the most disrespectful forward air.
Yeah.
Turned around and hit Sonic when Sonic came up on that side. That's hilarious.
Yeah, let's get him out of here.
I'm seeing a problem. J-Dog, not only is that lead gone, Wrath is playing patient, slowed it down, and now is losing because of it. I think that just because you had the lead and you think you're Sonic and, hey, I'm supposed to run, do what was working. What was working was the pressure, was the aggression, making Raaru uncomfortable, because when Raaru gets comfortable, bad things happen, and we're seeing it right now. I think that's been 101% unanswered.
For what it's worth, I also think it was also Raaru making some adjustments, and where he's kind of adjusting, where he's getting those punishes as well. You know, we're starting to see a bit more shield pressure and just kind of choosing the shield spots a lot more wisely. Wrath has not been grabbing. And for what it's worth, grabbing Luigi is like a night terror.
Yeah.
Like, he not only has the tether, but also if you miss, you're getting grabbed and probably dying. So the shield is kind of acting as a Raaru's safe space and acting as a way where he can kind of start to get some call-outs and start to get his own pressure as well. So the adjustments defensively has been second to none from Raaru. The onus is on Wrath to kind of get in there and see how he can crack that shield a little bit better in this game number 3.
We're going to see, can you crack the shield, going back to small battlefield. And, I mean, we're going to hope it's not your last game, Wrath, but right now you're down 2-0 against one of the greatest in the world. This amazing Luigi. It's not going to be easy, but Wrath definitely has it in him.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to slow it down a little bit, hopping over that plunger right there. The grab callouts have been working out well for Wrath so far, but right now it just hasn't really been leading to anything significant. These guys are just jockeying for positioning. When it comes to closing, that's been all Raaru so far.
Here's another air dodge. Yep, I am liking this. Now, Raru definitely had a little bit of an air dodge habit, if you will. Wrath has punished it a couple times, but it's only a matter of time until Wrath starts just doing some hard punishes on it and then maybe turning the tide and just putting himself on the board.
You know, something I've noticed that, oh, that was almost sick. You know what, I'll go on that tangent in between games. That's something that I'll have to break down a little bit later. But right now, these two are still sitting basically dead even. The fireball's starting to come out a lot more for Raru as well, throwing more of that horizontal space. It's another thing that Wrath just has to respect, and is finding a way around at that.
By the way, that was 2 air dodge punishes in a row.
Nice.
That was 3 out of 4. I think Wrath is onto it. Wrath is catching on, realizing some of the habits. One of the few weaknesses in Raru's play. We're going to see if he keeps it up.
I'll go on that tangent a little bit now because I feel like a lot of Japanese players all have one bad defensive habit. Doramiki rolls, Raru air dodges, Akala minecarts, although is that a habit or an option? That remains to be seen. But everyone kind of has a defensive habit that gets scouted out, and I'm wondering if Wrath got the homework done, got the data done to kind of start this reverse comeback, or this reverse sweep, I should say.
Well, you do got to get Raru in the air, though. That's the first step. And right now, Raru was in the air, but it was only when he was finishing your stock. Got that grab into the back air. Beautiful confirm. No surprise there. Wrath, slight lead, but it's minimal, but it might change quickly.
Oof. Yeah, that back air is going to be pretty big there. No misfire is going to save you. You're dropping the shield a little bit too early on that up air as well. Wrath starting the momentum. Calling out these landings. Not getting the second hit, but getting a call out on this back air. And whoa! No jump means that you are going to be called out. That force match might cover a little bit of ledge as well. Wrath coming alive.
Yeah, Wrath saying, look, you came all the way from Japan, but I'm going to give you a fight. I'm not ready to go out quite yet. Got that grab. Are we seeing big damage or just a little bit of damage? 18% has stage control at the moment. That air dodge, though, from Raru coming in clutch right there, getting him back on the stage. Back air putting Wrath off there. Are we going to go for a down B? Nope, down air misses.
Yeah. All right, going to spin right through with that spin dash into back air. Wrath getting a little bit of momentum again. The defense from Raru has been pretty solid, but oh, here we go, grab. But I think we're a little bit too high to get anything guaranteed, but that's true. Get into the blender, my friend, whether it's the mix or whether it's the down B. I know that you're just going to get into the spin cycle one way or another. And Raru getting that stock away. And, I mean, even though these fireballs are buying some stock or buying some percentage, a grab is still functionally a death sentence until you're like at 40-ish.
Definitely true. I just hope Wrath, is able to crack the shield. We talked about it earlier. Oh, this is looking rough. Raru found one opening and did so much with it. Air dodge down right there. Wrath in a decent spot again, though. You have Raru above you. You have him off stage. This is where you possibly shine. But the back air does not hit it, though. Anyone's game at the moment.
Oh, that nair actually beat out the forward air just by pixels. I'm pretty sure that if there wasn't anything to interrupt, Wrath probably would have been able to fade back and get that hit and maybe force the ledge guard situation. And now you're falling out of spin dash as well. Raru getting pretty lucky in how these situations are panning out. But even still, Wrath is persevering. It's not luck that close out games. It's all reads and call outs, and Raru has those in spades. Going to be a 3-0, and Wrath dropping out of the tournament again at, I believe, 17th place.
Man, that ending so unfortunate because Wrath just, frames away from actually connecting with that back air, but Luigi was able to get out that cyclone, and man, that blender is bad. This is why you don't put your hands in the blender, okay?
Oh, never,
bad things
never,
happen.
ever,
I don't, look, you're not a gamer anymore, okay? Sonic's going for a reason now.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, that was partially a read, but also reading the situation as well.
Yeah.
The desperation of being behind 2 games on your tournament stock and knowing that you're in a position where you can close it out. If you just reach a little bit further, you think you have the confirm. You're not sure if it's a true 50-50 or if it's like a true confirm. And Raru recognizing that, okay, you're going to bite there. He's going to bite there.